Good evening. Central softball gets their opportunity to join Holmen in tomorrow's sectional championship game. Red Raiders on the road in Verona. Central has yet to allow a single run in this postseason. 0-0 game, second inning. Verona's Nicole Neitzel going yard. Two-run shot makes it 2-0 Wildcats. First two runners allowed by Central. Now, runners on second and third. Heather Rudnicki chops the pitch back to the pitcher. The error on the throw allows two more to score, and it's 4-0. Quinn Nelson keeping the Red Raider batters from getting any sort of rally started. Gets the strikeout coming up. Top seed Verona wins this one 5-0. They'll play Holmen tomorrow in Sun Prairie. A trip to state on the line. Upset up in Medford area. Defending state champion Logan has their season come to an end. Merrill comes back from a 2-0 deficit, scoring 4 times in the 6th inning, beating the Rangers. Division 4, DeSoto at home against Cashton. Third inning, Sarah Boardman grounds one to short. It goes through the 5-hole and into the outfield. Brings home 2 runs, and it's 2-0 Pirates. Bottom half of the frame, Kaya Flock sends one to the wall in center field. Noelle Schmitz comes in to score. Eagles cut the lead in half. To the 5th, Boardman at the plate again, and she sends one back up the middle. Cassidy Trisoni coming on home. DeSoto now up 3-1. Pirates add more. Roxana Hackinson grounds one past short. 1 run scores, throw to third, then gets kicked away. Boardman comes all the way home to score, making it 5-1. Last chance for Cashton. Noelle Schmitz goes deep over the center field wall. Eagles pull within 2, however, that's as close as they get. DeSoto holds off Cashton to win it 5-3. They advance to the sectional final tomorrow night in Belmont.
It meant everything, and it was great that we got to finish the season at home with a win.
And up in Chippewa Falls, Cochran-Felton City defeats Lincoln 13-7. Pirates now face Shell Lake tomorrow night in Eau Claire. It would take nothing short of your season's best performance to walk out of the Division I Boys Golf Sectional over at the Lacrosse Country Club as a state qualifier. Onalaska, Sparta, and Holmen competing with Madison area powers like Middleton, Reedsburg, and Madison Memorial. Par 3, 13th, Sparta's Brett Von Ruden sticks one right on top of the pin. He taps that in for an easy birdie. Par 5, 14, Onalaska's Brendan Smick playing a little bump and run. He goes on to tap that in for a par. Then on the par 4, 16th, it's Smick, tough downhiller. This saves par. It catches the top half of the cup and lips in. Madison Memorial ends up being the team to beat today. Jacob Laughlin from behind the green. It hits the pin and drops in for an eagle 3. Not a bad shot. Madison Memorial places first with a 312, Middleton second with a 314. No teams or individuals from the Cooley region advance out of this sectional. Luther hosting a Division III sectional at Sparta's River Run Golf Course. CFC's Isaiah Ludke, nice approach on the par 4, 10th. He chips in an 84 on the day, top 15 finish individually. Teammate Mason Becker clutched down the stretch, taps in for a par here. He fires a 37 on the back 9, and Cochran-Felton City qualifies for state. They finish in second place with a team score of 340. Welcome back. Many area baseball games sat in what amounted around a 24-hour delay. Today the weather cooperates and action resumes. Central falling behind Reedsburg 2-0 last night before rains postponed things. Bottom of 4 today. Central's Ronnie Bryan up to bat. He pops one over first. That gets down for an RBI. That ties it up 5-5. Top of 5 now, Nathan Adelman batting for Reedsburg with a man on third. He hits one deep to center that gets the run home. It's 6-5 Beavers. Top of 7th, Nathan Cruiser hits a hard line drive to right field. Gets past the outfielder. 2 runs come around to score. And Reedsburg now in front 10-5. Bottom of 7, Central trying to get back in it. Tim Dayton hits a grounder to second base. They get the out at first, but 1 run comes in, so it's 10-7. 2 outs now. Bases loaded for Central, and Waylon Alvarado represents the winning run, but a check swing there. Reedsburg makes the play at first, and Reedsburg getting the upset, 10-7 win. 8-seeded Holmen hosts 9-seed Baraboo. Winner travels to top seed Middleton. Bottom of 6, tied game 1-1. Jordan Schuster coming up clutch in a big way. 2 runs come in to score on the base hit, and Holmen grabs a 3-1 lead. Very next batter, Kyle Cable, slaps one into right field. Jake Limberg comes on home, and Holmen now up 4-1. Vikings are not done yet. Drake Walensky sends this one deep to left field. That will score 1 more to make it 5-1. Top of 7, last chance for Baraboo. Austin Braun gets the ground out A complete game, 7 Ks, 5 hits allowed for him. Holmen moving on, a 5-1 win. Pitchers duel taking place between Onalaska and Madison Memorial. Second inning, runners on, second and third. Addison Freibler getting the strikeout. 0-0 ball game. Bottom half of that inning, Freibler goes down swinging, and a nice throw from behind the plate by Michael Hull. Out at 2 for the strike him out, throw him out. Onalaska ends up scoring 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th. Hilltoppers advance with a 2-1 win. Division II, West Salem and GET resume. Panthers were up 1-0 yesterday before their delay. The Panthers pitching solid today. Eric Sesvel with the strikeout looking. They take a 6-run lead into the 7th. Last chance for the Redhawks. Runner on second, but Sesvel gets Noah Hammond to ground out to short. West Salem wins it 7-1. Next up is Altoona. They beat Black River Falls tonight in the bottom of the 7th. And Mauston moving on with an 8-1 victory. Defending state runner-up Aquinas put on upset alert this afternoon. Luther enters the 6th inning of the game, holding a 2-1 lead. Blue Gold's bats awaken just in time. Bottom of the 6th after a bases-loaded walk to tie the game. Senior Tyler Young comes up big. He sends one all the way to the wall. Everybody comes on home. The bases clearing double makes it 5-2 Aquinas. Next batter, Andy Dunham, goes down the opposite field line. Young comes home to score from second. It's now 6-2. Blue Gold's not satisfied yet. Sean D ropes one to center. It gets past the sliding center fielder. Dunham scoring all the way from first. D ends up at third base. Aquinas scoring 7 runs in the 6th and survive Luther's upset bid. They win 8-2.
Earlier in the game, I had a couple guys on second and third, and I struck out looking, and that's not the mentality we want, so I just went up there and did what the coaches told me to do. Coach Curtis and Coach Baggs, they tell you to attack that first pitch, and I went out there and attacked that first pitch.
Next up for Aquinas is Westby, who beats Brookwood by 2. Cochran Fountain City moving on. Arcadia comes back after trailing when their game went into a rain delay yesterday. And a pair of number 1 seeds taking care of business. Prairie du Chien and Durand both picking up big wins. Division 4, Bangor at home against Eleva-Strum. Eleva-Strum threatens right away. Runners on first and second base. But Luke Reeder gets the punch out to end the threat. Bottom half, crazy play here. Jack Reeder with a little roller. Collides with the fielder, but ends up being safe. Run scores on the play, and it's 1-0. Then Andrew Piskey extends the lead in the 2nd inning with the RBI double to left field. Bangor wins 6-4, sets up a game with Independence Gilmanton. Their 1-run, 1-hit performance enough to move on tonight. Pepin Alma, a 2-1 winner. And these 2 scores are actually regional championship games. Hillsborough and Ithaca punching their tickets to next Tuesday's sectional at Weston. Loggers, 2 for 2 so far this season and playing extra inning games. 10th inning, tied at 6.